Earlier, we talked about Tiger Woods and his online statement. Let's bring on now the host of News Raw and our web crawler, Mekahlo Medina. Hey, Mac, how are you?
Good, Fred. How are you?
Good, thank you. Tiger doing all of his communicating online. He takes no questions. Is that enough for the public?
I think it's so. At least the public that's consuming content the way they have been consuming content for the last 5 or 10 years online, they're going straight to the source, and they think these Twitter pages or websites or Facebook pages of the stars is the best place to go.
Now, as you have checked the web today and you've looked around, what is some of the reaction you have seen from bloggers and people in chat rooms?
Well, I guess it's a bit mixed because it depends, I think, on if you think Tiger Woods is at fault of anything, depending on obviously what you hear, if you think you're a fan of his as well. And then those people who were still holding out hope until they heard that voicemail. And so the conversation has been just all over the board. I want to read to you a couple of tweets that we got from folks throughout the day.
Please.
On Digital News Raw. One came from Mike Mosier. He wrote, "In all honesty, Tiger is about to experience the downfall that all celebrities get. One mistake and your image is done." Janice retweeted this. "Big deal. Tiger finally admitted he was a naughty boy. Again, it's nobody's business except Mr. and Mrs. and the other women." And I want to read one more. This is coming to us from Bowl of Cold Stew. It's a retweet. He wrote, "Every great man's downfall has something to do with a woman. Tiger, Kobe, Chris Brown, self-control fellas, don't ruin your life." Those are about the extent of the comments we're seeing on Twitter.
One other story I want to hit you on tonight, and this might cost people money. If you search for a story on Google, hundreds of articles could pop up. Newspapers think they ought to pay. People should pay to see the story. Somebody should pay them, like buying the paper. They want their content protected. What do you think?
Well, this has all been generated by Rupert Murdoch, News Corp, in particular, the Wall Street Journal, which is a successful paid site right now. He wants to make sure that journalism does not come cheap, that you have to pay for it. And he believes that Google is basically ripping off these newspapers that are producing good journalism. He wants to somehow get these aggregation sites to pay for a little of the content they're giving to other people. I don't know if it'll work out, but I think that's the big question. Will paid sites work? It sort of works for the Wall Street Journal at this point. Will it work if more sites do it opposed to just one or two? Perhaps. I think that's a big question, but it's worth a shot because right now these sites aren't getting paid.
All right, Mekahlo, good job as always. We appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Sure.
Okay.